Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. We are going live. So, right now I'm gonna just send out a few invites while people hop on, and then we'll get started. We are in the crown chakra. So, let's see. Live on YouTube. All right. Sending out invites. If you're just joining in the chat, let me know where you're from. Hit that like button and share if you feel called. All is appreciated. So, I forgot something. I'm going to grab it. Aha. And I'm back. Okay. So, this is exciting. First off, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel because I have recently just hit 5,000 subscribers. And so, in celebration of that, after we do this crown chakra meditation, I'm going to be available for any free readings, one card pulls for whoever shows interest in the chat. Just let me know. Just getting all the stuff. So if this is your first time joining in, please grab some paper and a pen, your crystals, and any other sacred objects that you feel will really help support you in this journey. And I'm going to talk a little bit about, and please hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's see. Talk a little bit about the crown. Okay, here we go. So for those who don't know me, my name is Nina. I am from Crystal Sun Healing. I am a crystal healer and Toltec shaman, amongst many other things. If you would like to know more about my bio, I have it all listed out on my website, crystalsunhealing.com. Otherwise, I like to keep it pretty relevant to this live for the sake of viewership. But so last week, we did work on the third eye. And this week, we have finished the cycle. And now we are on the crown chakra, okay? I take time out to draw my own personal mandala, and it can look different for every person. Whatever. I also like to work with the different shapes as well. And so last week, I worked with this shape. Let's see. It's telling me my connection is a little unstable. Okay, and we're back. So for those joining in, please hit that like button and share. And let me know where you're dialing in from. Thank you, Tamara. Always wonderful to see your bright face here. And, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So the crystals that we're going to be working with this week for the crown, I have celestite. Ooh, pretty celestite. Let me see if I can there we go. Can you see that better? Yeah. So here's celestite. I'm working with this white coral. Kind of looks like a brain. Hello, Myra. Thank you. Oh, Arizona in the house. Okay, I am live from Mexico, for those who are curious. I have Herkimer diamond, this giant, juicy Herkimer diamond. So if you want to know more about celestite, I have a YouTube video on it in my playlist. I also have a YouTube video on red coral. I don't think I've done one on white coral just yet. So stay tuned for that. Last week I worked with danbarite. I'm going to work with danbarite again this week because it's such a beautiful higher chakra crystal. Hello, Paula. Welcome back, and thank you. Wisconsin in the house. And then, of course, I have my feeder quartz crystals. Okay? And those are the crystals I feel. Oh, of course, can't forget the main crystal. This is going to be your primary crystal. This is my twin generator. So I love working with this crystal as the center of my grid. So I'm going to put that there. You also need your grid. So I have this wonderful copper Flower of Life grid. You don't have to have one of these, but I highly recommend eventually investing into one of these because it contains all the sacred geometric shapes within it. Okay. And so, let's see. We're going to start off with a small meditation so that we can figure out, let's see, which direction we want to head in for our crown chakra. So I'd like for everyone to find a comfortable space. And if you have not hit that like button already, please go ahead and do so. Let's see. So find an easy seated, comfortable position. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. And let's just take 3 cleansing breaths together. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. 2 more times. Breathing in through your nose. Exhale, breathing out through your mouth. Last time, breathing in. Exhale, let it all go. And we're just going to call in our higher selves, call in our guides, call in our guardian angels, and any of our ancestors that love and support us on our paths of spiritual growth and evolution to form a circle of protection around each and every one of us and around this healing meditation, this time capsule, this bubble. Beautiful. And since we're working with the crown chakra, I'm going to ask that everyone create some really strong roots from your feet and send them down into the crust of the earth, into the mantle, and into the core. Inside of the core is the Earth Mother's heart. Plant your roots there until you reach the Earth Mother's heart and allow your roots to wrap around in a warm, loving embrace of the Earth Mother's heart. And the reason why I'm emphasizing on the roots, because truly, your crown is only as powerful as your roots are. Because if you're not grounded, you're just going to fly away like a balloon. So you got to have really strong roots to really tap into that crown chakra energy. Okay? And then from here, I want you to just kind of rub your hands together. And then you can put them around your crown or on your crown. It's totally up to you. And just feel into the space. Asking your body, asking your crown, what does it need? Does it feel open? Does it feel closed? Does it feel overactive? Does it feel underactive? What do you need to address in the crown area? A lot of times, if you feel headaches or pressure or just confusion, if you feel confusion, that's a sign that your crown chakra needs to be cleared. So a good way to clear your crown chakra is to grab some incense. I have my copal, so I'm going to go ahead and light it up. And you want to smudge the crown, keeping that nice and clean. And from here, After you're done clearing or cleansing and purifying, because I know sometimes people get particular about semantics, using the smoke to purify this chakra, that clears up any confusion. This allows for greater clarity. I'm going to use my clear quartz pendulum to see if we can just open up our crowns just a little bit more. So a key word about the crown chakra is allowing. It's not so much doing, it's allowing. When you're not allowing, you're allowing that egoic energy to really drive you forward. When you're allowing and surrendering, that's like your higher self coming down and communing with you. All right, a little bit more. I'm going to open it a little bit more. There we go. So our crowns represent our connection to source, okay? And whatever that means to you, that's your personal definition. A little bit about the crown. Okay, so this Sanskrit term, and forgive me if I butcher it, but it's Sahasrara, literally means 1,000-petaled lotus flowers. So it's like, this is enlightenment, this is awakening, this is illumination, and just allowing light to just pour in. Welcome, DMV in the house, thank you. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. And so this is represented by the crown. The meditation or the seed mantra is Om. Its element is consciousness. And so in the last live, when we talked about the third eye, I mentioned how the sun and the moon were the ruling planets, and I backtrack a little bit, okay? There's so many different sources say so many different things, but the most consistent thing that I found afterwards were that Jupiter and Saturn are the ruling planets for the third eye, and that the sun and the moon are the ruling planets or the luminaries for the crown. And the moon is very feminine and the sun is very masculine, and they represent consciousness. The moon is feminine consciousness and the sun is masculine consciousness. And so when you have those, when you have both of those and you bring them together, you have like a greater awareness. You have enlightenment, and it's just pure consciousness. Okay. Like I said, the crown represents awareness, enlightenment, allowance, some essential oils. If you want to really like activate the crown, you can work with neroli or frankincense or helichrysum and rose. Rose is one of the highest frequency flowers that you can work with. Also Palo Santo, sandalwood. Sandalwood is more meditative, same as frankincense. If you have an overactive crown, because you just channel, first off, you need to ground, okay? Because like I said, if you think about a tree, if it's too top heavy and its roots are not planted, then it falls over. And literally, the same thing can happen to you as well. So we want to ground as much as we can when we are connecting with the crown energy. Some herbs to help support the crown chakra: gotu kola or brahmi, excellent. Tulsi or holy basil, and lavender, pine. If you want to burn like pine resin, that's incredible. Ashwagandha and skullcap. These are all excellent for the crown chakra. As you're drawing out your mandalas for this grid, some affirmations that I created, and you should definitely create, should start with I am or I know. So I know or I am divine. I am open to the vast abundance of the universe. I am connected. I am aware that the divine light that exists in me also exists in you. So whatever that means to you, whatever affirmation that you want to put for focusing on the crown, whether it's activating or sedating this crown, because you want to just ultimately bring it into balance with the root. You want to have optimal, your root chakra and your crown should be in complete balance. One should not be bigger than the other. Otherwise, you will have an imbalance. And so, like I did last time, I have all of these. No, not that one. I have all of these from the roots, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and now, because I like to build on top, I have the crown, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of my grid. So I have my Flower of Life grid that I build all of my crystal grids on. And I like to keep this on my altar, keep it in a place where you can see it, because every day you want to just walk up to it, state your intention, and let that be your meditation. You may have extra intentions that you want to add to it, and or you just want to keep repeating the ones that you have. So have your grid, have your mandala. And then let's talk about the shapes. Underneath, we have the shapes, okay? So last week, I worked with this one. Previous week, I worked with the spiral. Sometimes you can work with the square. You can work with the heart, or you can combine and get fancy with it. But my personal advice to you is less is more. Less is more. The more simple you have it, and the more you understand these basics, then you can truly add on to the shapes that you want to work with. So I am going to work with the spiral this week. For those who want to know about the different shapes and what to work with, so we have the interlocking triangles known as the Metatron or Star of David, or it has so many names, but interlocking triangles. And this is about merging and fusion, chakra healing, clearing, and purification. And it's just an overall general, like if you really don't know which direction you want to head and you want to be safe, this is a great one to work with. Then we have the square. The square is grounding, stability, and protection. So if you really want to stabilize, or if you're someone that channels really hard and you need more protection, please work with the square. Stabilize your crown. That will also help to stabilize the root. The root is based in the square. So this is going to bring that root energy into balance with the crown. Then we have the circle. The circle is a feminine energy. It's about fertility and connection. Then we have the triangle. The triangle is masculine energy. It's about sending out energy. It's about manifestation and projection. Then we have the seed of life, which is the center of the flower of life. For those who forgot, this is the flower of life. In the very center, this is the seed of life. Okay, so the flower of life is, the seed of life is all about new beginnings, new chapters, and new shifts, okay? If you're nurturing something or trying to cultivate something new, work with the seed, okay? Then we have the heart. The heart is pretty self-explanatory. It's love, relationships, and harmony. And then we have the spiral. The spiral is really fun because it's about bringing in energy for prayers or charging, boosting abilities, or strengthening connection. And the spiral can be in any direction. It can be going inwards or it can be spiraling outwards. It really just depends on your intention. So that's just a quick review for those who are not aware of the shapes. And so I'm going to take my shape and put it underneath my grid, okay? so that I have my mandala and I have my shapes. Something else that I added on last week is that you can do like little magic things. I love these. So take a word, special intention, and spell it out. And I'm telling you, these work so well. Another one that I did was, let's see. Oh, there we go. Prosperity. So this is like a prosperity triangle, manifesting prosperity. So it's in a triangle. And I'm also including that in my grid. Okay. So let's see. Put these back. Got my shapes ready. Got my mandala ready. Now we are ready to start building the grid. Okay. So I have my grid here. I'm going to grab my primary crystal and put it in the center. When you work with every crystal, it is advised that you take the time to really connect with the crystal. The more often you take the time to connect with the crystal, the faster the connection that you have with your crystals occurs, okay? So this is my primary crystal. It already knows, I already know it needs to go in the center because it's the primary crystal. And then all the other crystals are my secondary and tertiary, or the third crystal that I'll be working with. And those are usually like, tertiary would be like these quartz crystal points. And these help with the flow of energy of the grid that I'm creating. So another crystal that I'm going to add into the grid that I completely forgot to mention, I'm going to put this down for a second. And I just did a video on this. I haven't released it, but this beautiful crystal right here, chalcanthite. This is great for channeling and communication, and it's throat chakra, but it's also crown chakra. It's really throat all the way up. But stay tuned. This video is coming out soon. Just look at this beautiful baby. So, I kind of have to work with it because it's so pretty. Anyways, so I've got my primary crystal. I've got my chalcanthite. I've got celestite. Okay, celestite is a very angelic crown chakra crystal. It helps you connect to your guides. For those of you who are just joining in, please hit that like button. So I've got celestite. All right. Ooh, these are really powerful. Now I have danbarite. For those who want to know about celestite, I have created a video. If you want to know more about the details, it's in the Crystal 101 playlist. Then I have my danbarite. Danbarite really just emphasizes and amplifies all of the other crystals, and it's a great crown chakra crystal as well. It's pretty etheric, and it really gets into the transpersonal chakras, and I have a video on this one coming out soon as well. I've been really busy, and I have a slew of crystal videos I know you have been eagerly awaiting, so thank you for your patience. Sometimes that's just the way life goes. All right, I have white coral, and I like this white coral because it looks like a brain. So this is about like connections, mental stimulation. And so since we're working with the crown, once again, I want to work with things that kind of look like the brain. And I have another piece of coral that I'm going to put in the grid. And of course, I have my Herkimer. And Herkimers are just powerful crystals, which I do have a video on Herkimer. And this particular Herkimer has a key in it. And a key is anytime you have a little pocket that you can stick a finger in when you're meditating. And that key gives you deeper access or to more information. But yeah, I got my trusty Herkimer diamond. And so I put these in a spiral formation on my grid. And now I'm going to use my quartz crystal points in between to really help direct the energy. And so, got this one, this one. And with the quartz crystal points, depending on the direction that you want the energy to flow is the direction that you turn the quartz crystal point. So I want energy to flow in. So I got everything going in the right direction. Cool. And perfecto. Okay. And so, and I have a little piece of rosemary because rosemary is great for the crown. It's another great plant. Rosemary and lavender, you really can't go wrong. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my activator crystal and I have my clear quartz pendulum. Okay, and so with my I am presence as commanded, that I now connect and activate all the crystals in this grid for my crown chakra. All right, so this bad boy is spinning, which means the energy is good. All right, it's nice and activated. Let it come to a spinning halt. Pendulums are great for letting you know how the energy is flowing in something. You can also take your hand, if you don't have a pendulum, and wave it around as well. This is a great activator because truly it's your energy that's flowing through the pendulum or the crystal to activate this crystal. So it's really you. These are just tools that we have. And so that's what we have for this crown chakra grid. Awesome. Okay. So now that that's covered and complete, we're going to start moving into some of the readings. As a celebration, because I just recently hit 5,000 subscribers, thank you, community. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking with me all this time. I will be offering one-card pulls to whoever really shouts out first. And I'm probably, let's see, what time is it? I most likely only have time for 5. So if you want a one-card pull reading, you let me know in the chat and tell me what the theme is, whether it's career, love, health. So, okay. All right. Cool. Let's see. First come, first serve. Ma Butte would love a read. Okay, so if you respond, please tell me what subject that you would like a card read from. And then I will, okay. Myra says, okay, Ma Butte says money, health, please. And also, if this chakra series has been helpful for you and you feel called from the space of your heart, pinned in the comment section is an opportunity to give a donation of any amount that you feel called as well. All right, so let's see. Ma Butte. Ma Butte. Oh, or is it My Beauty? I speak a few languages, so forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your screen name correctly. Okay. Your guys are saying tarot card. All right, let's do tarot. And if you're just joining in, please hit that like button and tell me where you're from. Okay, right. She wants to know. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, Ma Butte. This is your one card money pull. I get the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups represents giving and receiving. So you are in a space where I'm hearing that you're in a space where you can receive. But the best way to receive is to make sure you open up those channels so that you can receive. So some sort of reciprocity, some sort of giving to just activate that abundance. As you can see here, the white rabbit is giving Alice a cup. Oh, it looks like a milkshake with a muffin in it. Well, either way. So this is giving and receiving, but to be able to receive, you have to give. That is the message that I'm getting for you. So sometime in the next day, tonight, tomorrow, do something from a space of selfless giving, not just so you can receive, but so that you can just activate the abundance and the prosperity and the flow, the sacred reciprocity in your life. And don't give to receive. Just give. Does that make sense? All right, that's what I got for you, my beauty. All righty. Or is it my beauty? I think it's beauty. Okay, let's see. Tamara, you were up next. Okay. Tamara. Whoops. So your card flew out. You got the Wheel of Fortune. For health, this is interesting. Because this is a really good card. Like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Like, something's really going to pan out. You're going to start seeing results. You're going to be rewarded as a result. It's kind of like they're giving me the image of kind of like a weightlifter, and all of a sudden you are able to jump from the 15-pound bell to the 30-pound bell. Like, you just get some incredible gain. Like, so keep going on the path that you're going, and you are going to be rewarded. Some unexpected benefit is coming your way. So this is really good. That is your reading, Tamara. All right. Let's see. Who is next? It looks like, okay, I got my beauty, got Tamara. Mayra, or is it Myra? Mayra, health, please. Okay. You are so welcome. So welcome. The best way of thanking me is to share those who are on a similar path and that want to learn about crystals. So share my channel, please. Whoa, okay. All right, health, please. Interesting. So, Mayra, you got two cards. Two cards jumped out of the deck for you, okay? You got the Ten of Swords, and you've got the Three of Wands, okay? So, in regards to your health, it feels like you recently just went through a health crisis where you felt like you just kind of died. In reality, it's like you're setting off into a new world. So it's like you did die, but it's almost like an insect molting its skin. Like you are not like a snake shedding a skin, but I feel for you like it's like a molting of the skin. And so it's okay if you feel like you died, because guess what? Death means rebirth. It's literally the same coin. With the Three of Wands, you have the white rabbit here. And so time is not in your favor. So make haste in what you're doing, but you are traveling into a new world. Make some decisions about what's happening in your life. It's a little bit of assessment, okay? And try not to pay attention to what's going on all around you. Focus on your health and your time and where you're at. Okay, that's the message that I got for you, Mayra Ramirez. And Paula is next. All right. And after that, I see you, Prolific. Okay. Ageoid. You would love a card pull about how to use Ageoid. Okay, I'm going to use my other deck. I'm going to use my Oracle deck. You know, I don't think I've ever met Ageoid, so we're really going to, call in your guides. Whoops. And see what they have to say. Okay, that card. What do you have to say about this? So I got the card of self-sacrifice for you, Paula. And so with this, I get the sense that this is about decision-making and priorities. I almost feel like Ageoid could be like a third eye chakra crystal, and it's used for clarity to help you get clear on your priorities in life. And what's most important. There seems to be a little bit of confusion about which direction or how you want to go about completing a whole bunch of different tasks. Organization. I'm getting organization, but around that organization, there needs to be some sort of self-sacrifice, but not to the point to your detriment. So having strong boundaries and prioritizing are the themes that I am feeling for you. But really, I'm hearing that you need to sit down and analyze where all of your energy is going, bring it back in, and then re-strategize and reprioritize. So that is the card that I got for you, Paula. And hope that helps. Okay, let's see. And if anyone feels like they need a more in-depth or private reading, you can always send me a message, go to my website, look me up on social media. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Or you can just go to my website and book a reading. Let's see. Prolific, spiritual path. Spiritual path. Spiritual path. Prolific. One card pulling for prolific. Okay, this card. Ooh, all right. I'm gonna hold on. I need to step. All right, prolific. I've got the 10 of Wands for you, okay? And for you, it feels like you were on your path, okay? So the part of your path that you're on is like, I get the image of a little underground mole digging in the tunnel trying to get to its destination. It's a lot of hard work. Keep going. Keep going is all I can say. Like, don't stop 3 feet from your next checkpoint. You're almost there, and you're at that point where you're like, I'm exhausted. But guess what? This beaver or this hamster is carrying like all these wonderful fruits. All what I mean by fruits, like there's apples, there's cupcakes, there's sweets in there. And so it's like there's a saying, it's like the devil is in the details when it comes to the fruits of your labor, okay? And so you're in the midst of doing all of the hard work. You love doing this path, but it's that part of the path where you literally have to do the work, and it's exhausting. So another metaphor that I can give you is kind of like, okay, so you started a new mail order subscription service, okay? And people bought all your products. And great, you have 300 new sales, okay? But you are a one-man show. You don't have any help at this moment in time because that's where you were on this journey. And so now that you've got $300 new sales, you have to actually sit down and you have to fulfill all 300 of these orders. Holy smokes. That is 10 of Wands, fulfilling those 300 orders. But as you're doing it, you need to be reminded, like, yeah, this is my hard work. This is the work that has to be done while I'm doing it, so that you can keep your spirits nice and high. So that is the message that I have for you, prolific. Let's see. And if you find me on Instagram and you really want to like give me a shout out for a reading, review, I would really appreciate that as well. Is there anyone else? I have time for one more reading. Otherwise, I will have to log out, and I'll see you next time as we move into the higher heart chakra, because now we're going to move into some of the other chakras that are less talked about and keep going from there. Let's see. Checking the chat. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Well, I feel like this has been absolutely wonderful and beautiful, and thank you so much, everyone. Stay glued or stay in tune with your crystal grids, and share my channel, like this video. Stay tuned. I have so many other crystal videos coming out, and I'm so excited to work with everyone. And connect with me on Instagram, because I talk about all kinds of events that are coming up, and including retreats and mentorship programs. So I am so grateful for everyone. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.